Welcome back. You're with the Crypto Sniper. That's right. Last time I was in the back in black I was, and I was talking about Ethereum and overperformance relative to Bitcoin. In short, we're calling for a degree of alt respect to come into the crypto space generally, but particularly in the king of alts, Ethereum. Versus, and I suggested, whilst I expected them to make ground against the US dollar, the overall suspicion was there's still some evil spirits to come out of the crypto space in terms of the fallout from FTX, potentially. Quite a bit of a whispering rumor mill that I'm hearing on a lot of things that could involve exchanges and the usual fun. So one of the ways to deal with the concept of not having such downside risk is cross crypto plays, providing you get the setup. Okay, so you're with the Crypto Sniper. I'm going to talk about ETHBTC in short form today, this time in the white, red and gray. Isn't it lovely? You see, there should be gray in flags. Why is there no gray in flags? The UK is definitely an absolute must for gray. Why red, white and blue? Red, white and gray, I say. That would have been an amazing union, Jack. Red, white and gray. You could pledge your allegiance to the red, white and gray. There's something deeply interesting in that concept. Anyway, I don't know why I'm getting that little notion in my tiny little head. But nonetheless, you can see roughly where we were when we were talking about the BTC, Ethereum versus BTC trade. Let's take you into that. Also in other crypto vids, when we were up top here, I highlighted that this was a localized secondary high and that I expected Bitcoin dominance to roll over. So this all laid the groundwork for a theme. We've continued to show you that the 40% is a very psychological level of some significance in terms of Bitcoin dominance, but that it's really battling to hold above 42 since the last sell-off that came all the way down from 48 down to 42. We also called that rally, by the way, on a falling wedge, which saw Bitcoin get the bulk of the respect, but it didn't hold on to that very long. So having seen the Bitcoin dominance flipping over and then seeing the structure on ETHBTC, you don't have to get more complicated than that. Sure, some flying shitcoin has probably beaten that outcome, but as I've told you before, we are never shilling shitcoins. We are not getting involved. We only do technical research, and most of what we do is in the top 15, and I would say 99% in the top 20-25% of tokens, for which we cannot have a dominating effect. It's time to be wary and to flush out the YouTubers that are pump and dumpers of absolute crap. And all the spammers. Oh my god, the comment section. I have to delete. We keep our comment sections tidy. Tell us if you appreciate the fact that there's no Telegram group comment sections nonsense in here by hitting the puppy licks while we go into a deep dive for giving you the early heads up on an Ethereum outperformance, doing it against BTC so that you actually have some insurance against an overall shock from the blue for downside on crypto during a element of relief rally for crypto. That doesn't mean absolutely that you're at a bottom. It means it's a relief rally. You could get pulled down to the same level again on another crisis. You could go lower, or you could not make a new low and then continue on up. All those aspects remain a possibility, but the alts are getting a run. Let's go to that ETHBTC chart. Note the dominance rollover though. I expect it to start to gain support. Before we leave this chart, guess where? That's why we do the best technical analysis in the town. We're not focused on moving averages. We're not focused on nonsense, RSIs, and lagging mathematical formulas on price data. We look at the main indicator, the price, and the number that goes with the price, the patterns that are going with the price, and the key level of significance on Bitcoin dominance is 40%. Hold on to your alt longs for as long as you're staying above 40. When you get a technical run through the 40, start expecting there to be either a reversal. So that could mean either Bitcoin starts getting its horse on and starts running a little more than the others, or the whole market comes down and Bitcoin less so. That could be the back to a very bearish news environment that could see it pull back and the higher beta more so. So let's leave dominance. Let's get to ETH. So here we are. We're on the big time frames. That's a 2-dayer. I'm going to keep it there. Actually, we'll stay on the big time frame, so it's quite granular. So when we were talking to you, it was down here, busy making that green candle at about 7.1. It's now breaking out, and we have suggested to you the possibility of even these levels being run. Certainly HVF method would expect that level to be run, and we also expected to give you the flight path, which could be something like that, a little bit of a pause after the 0.079, which is obviously approaching a key level of significance. 8% might just run it and pull back. That's typically how price behavior goes. Just run the 8%, pull back. Then a run for the 8.77s. That's already almost 8.8. Two fat ladies. Yeah, what's wrong with a bit of two fat ladies? Cushioned up between two fat ladies. Yes, indeed. So that is also a threatening run on the 9%. So again, you might just fall short of the 9 or just run the 9 in that before getting a larger potential pushback. And then 9.6, who knows? You might wind up a little bit and set up for it a wee bit. And squeezy that Japanesey fat lady who's going to give you tofu milk out of her. Never mind. And up we go to the 9.6, and then through all the way to the 10%. Which would be quite spectacular. So a blow-off move out there could get everyone aflutter talking about Ethereum. They'll all charge in just in time to wear the bag for a real progress decay period to the downside. Not you, because you hit the subscribe button and notify and are being kept relatively up to date, not as early as the amazing community where you can go to themarketsniper.com and get the trade before the trade in our premium area and know exactly what we feel at the very moment we feel it and first express it. But nonetheless, you've still done okay so far. You've got your trot on and you're moving and you're in an upside HVF for potentially a 10% overperformance run. The HVF target in and around the 96 levels. Okay, that is in essence your alt run. Are there other alts running? By the way, is Sol going up? Yes, we closed on an upside HVF that was right at the bottom, first in a new trend a long time ago. It's not hurting us at all, and I'm looking forward to shorting it higher up. I think it still has the possibility of that $3 ending up with a $3 and possibly lower than that. But bear in mind, that's going to require news. That's going to require a bearish tone to return, either to crypto as a whole or specifically to that particular token. I kind of feel it might need a mix of both. So we still hold out for that potential possibility. Okay, ETHBTC, your update is now done. Book a call at themarketsniper.com so that you can get a wind of that which we'll be looking at before it happens. The alt rally that was called by the BTC dominance at its localized high, looking a bit soft and ready to roll over, and an upside HVF on the major alt. You can keep it simple, guys. ETHBTC is your banker every day. You have no issues with liquidity. If you do, you're on the wrong exchange. Till next time, I'll catch you later. Bye for now.